Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. In today's market update, I want to talk about Bitcoin and the potential bottom that is forming. So according to X, I should say, on X I'm reading very often that this is the bottom and even large accounts are starting to scale in. And historically, it is absolutely valid to scale in the midterm year, in the second half of the year, I want to say. So last time, if you have bought from July till the end of the year, it would be a good price. And here we are now. So buying now to the end of the year is a good idea historically. Okay, I don't have all the data here. So how can you identify if this is a bottom? Only from a structural perspective. Okay, so you can watch the videos back. I called this top here, and how did I call it? It was a 3-day market structure break, and I said if we break the 3-day market structure here, we will get the rotation back to this low. This happens, and now how can we identify that we break to this high here? So first of all, we have to check the highest time frame where this leg down is valid on. Okay, so we broke monthly market structure here. You can see we broke it, we closed 2 candles below and then went up again, and now we, technically speaking, broke monthly market structure again. So you can see down, 2 up, 2 down. We broke with like, how much is it, like 1.5K below the low, and the next candle went up. And now this, there are multiple scenarios. What can happen? This can be a bad break, and now we accumulate and go up higher. And this was only a manipulation below this market structure point. This can happen. So if you can see here again, market structure low from here to here, we broke it and then we manipulate below it and then went up again. Okay, so this is absolutely a possibility, but I want to keep it easy for you guys talking about structure. So contextually speaking, this can be a bad break. So we need to see how this month closes and how the next month closes. Okay, so the next two, or this one, the next monthly candle will be very, very important to look at. Okay, so now as we identified, we broke monthly market structure here, and now we have to look at this leg down. And here it is a 3-day market structure point again. So you can see we broke 3-day market structure here, and we got the rotation back down. Now it is absolutely valid to look at this leg down here and say, okay, it's 1 move down, 1 move up, 1 move down. And now if we break this market structure high, maybe like this should confirm the move back to this high. And if we break this high here, this should be a confirmation that we go to all-time high again. Actually, yeah. So I hope you understand it. So if we break this is the market structure. So it is pointing downwards. So usually we would expect something like the black drawing here. And as I explained in many other videos, we have different levels of market structure. So this is our level 1 market structure, okay? The monthly market structure moving down. And now if we look at this leg here, this should not break back to bullish, or it should SFP the market structure high, set a lower high for a lower low. This is the market structure here. And now if we zoom in here locally, so this leg down, let me get rid of that. You can see we move down, up, down, and now we are coming up to this market structure high here. So this is a 3-day, it is even a 4-day market structure high, but I don't use the 4-day. But technically speaking, this is a 4-day market structure high. And here we really have to pay close attention, because there are multiple scenarios here again. If we wick it, we can wick it, that's fine. This would mean that we make the other market structure point weak, so we could get the rotation back down. If we wick it and the next candle closes above, this is a valid break. And on the 3-day market structure, we would expect something like this, okay? And then you can see this is a model. Okay, so we wick it, we get the move back down, we wick it and closes above, or we close above, or the next thing is we wick it and then we go down, accumulate and go up again. So these are the different scenarios in my opinion. And sorry for that. These are the different scenarios in my opinion. And this is what you should look at. Okay? So now you have to look at this leg here. Why? Because level 1 market structure, this is the level 1 market structure high. This is the level 2 market structure high. And now to confirm the rotation back to this high, we look at this leg here, okay? Obviously, this has to close back to bullish here on the 18, I think. Let me see. 2 down, 2 up. And this looks messy. Okay. Down, up, down. Okay, so here we go. Here you can see the wick theory number 2. So we wick it, next candle closes above, so we are fine. Okay, so now you can see we broke back to bullish. And yeah, it is valid to look at this from the tab 1 here and look at this from a tab 2 perspective. And now we can go over into a third tab. For me personally, I don't see it like a 1, a 2 and a narrow 3. So for me personally, it is not. I have seen it many times where we get something like this and we go over into a higher time frame range, because if this is really the bottom, this can be the bottom. Obviously, it always can be. But this is nearly half of a year of sideways price action, but it only was grinding up, flushing down, and now we are getting something down here. Okay, so for me personally, this is still not a nice looking bottom, but we will see. So we broke market structure here back to bullish. This confirms the rotation to here, and if we break here, this confirms the rotation back up again. So now, what is my drawing here? So I was actually looking for a short yesterday, but there was no confirmation, so I did not enter. And now you can see we are getting faster moves up here. And now the main market structure, which we have to look at. So we broke here the 15-minute, and I thought, yeah, okay, I don't want to enter here when the demand is below. I want to get a level 2 entry. So if now price, I would prefer that it goes up again and breaks. I would take this short, and this short would at least confirm the rotation back down to here. Okay, so this is what we have to look at here locally. But let me stay focused here. So our level 1 market structure is above here. Our level 2 market structure is here. Our level 3 market structure broke back to bullish. So it is absolutely valid to say price will rotate back up to here and here. But you already can see this exhaustion coming up into the range high. Okay, so I said it in the last video, you often get these structured moves up, and then you take out the range high, manipulate maybe, and then you go down and take out all this liquidity again. Okay, so it was like you can compare it to here, I would say. So you get your 1, you get your 2, you get your 3, staking the highs. We get the partial move down, grab some liquidity, and then we continue the structured move to the upside to then flush again. Okay, so and this is what you have to keep in mind, that this can happen. Yeah, you can break the market structure and still manipulate and move down again. But these are the relevant market structure points that you have to look at. The 3 or 4 day depends on what you like to look at. I don't look at the 4 day, but technically speaking, it is a 4 day market structure high, the monthly high. And now I would say I would look here very, very locally. This would be here let me see. And this is not valid here. Yeah, 3-hour market structure. So if we break this 3-hour market structure, this would at least confirm the rotation back down to here. Okay, and this would mean, for me personally, that we will take out this liquidity, and then we have to look at this POI. If we respect it and we come down like this and we break again, okay, and we break market structure here, this would confirm this model. Only thing is that the time displacement is running out. So you can see here, this is the middle of the range where this dot here is. And you don't want your model like this here. This was like 25 days. And currently we are 20 days deep. So you don't want the price action after the model to be significantly longer than the range itself. So this range will get irrelevant if this takes too long to complete the technical target, okay? And if you get these structured moves, people will notice and long, okay? And when everybody is longing here, we get the rotation back down. These are the rules. And if you look at the chart and you backtest it, you can confirm this theory. Okay, I think it should be clear anything. If we don't distribute here and we continue the structured moves to the upside, this actually can be an accumulation that goes over into a distribution. But I don't really like to look at ranges like this, but yeah. And only looking at USDT here, you can see it is kind of supporting this idea of the accumulation. I would say I want to see a model 1 here. Okay, so take out this low once more. And then we have to see if we get the rotation back up. And we have some liquidity here, so it can be that we always go down once more and then we get the proper accumulation. And the other thing why I don't think that the bottom is in now on Bitcoin, at least obviously this can be the low here, the 57k or what it, yeah, 57.6k. This can be the low, okay? Where I would 100% buy more Bitcoin is if we take out the all-time high on USDT. So for me personally, if we accumulate here, the next leg up will come to take out these highs here. And then if we take out this high, we are at all-time high region. And this is the point where I would buy Bitcoin blindly, okay? And say, okay, how high can this still go? And looking at these charts, you can see some sort of exhaustion. Maybe this goes down once more and then we manipulate here and then we go up higher, okay? But this is only looking at USDT. This is the main market structure here on USDT. I think it's, yeah, monthly again. So it's pretty much the same as on Bitcoin, okay? And you can see in the past, we got this aggressive wicks to the upside like here, and I think this is due to a leg up once more to all-time high liquidity. So you have to keep this in mind and don't get trapped. Don't look at other guys on X and copy them. Maybe they're right, maybe not. But I think it is valid to buy spot in this price region here, okay? Obviously, price can go lower and you have to be prepared for that, but it depends which time horizon you have, that this doesn't matter, okay? So pre-plan your ideas, look at what I said with the different market structure so you don't get trapped. Look at the 3 and 4 day market structure here. If we get a good candle close above, look at the second candle closure. And interesting to see is that maybe even it closes this month. Who knows? Would be interesting. Okay. So stay sharp, stay grateful. Today I actually only talk about Bitcoin, but I think it's fine. On the other video I will talk about the altcoins too. But yeah, I thought it would be very interesting and important to make a video like this because there are already so much noise on X and you can keep it simple. You don't have to look at 100 different indicators and stuff. Look at the market structure, look how price behaves. And for me personally, this move up is so slow that even if we take out the range high, I think we can take out all this liquidity once again. And maybe this is the third tap here, okay? And what the cycle theory guys don't understand is that October, if October is the low, October does not say that we take out this low. October in the cycle theory only says that this was the low for this cycle, okay? So you can see here it was November and the all-time high was November. And this was the lowest point here. And we did not go below it. On the other bear markets it was the same, okay? So it only means that we don't go lower than this point anymore where the price is in the in the month, okay? So maybe if we really accumulate here and this is in October, then this can be the low for the cycle. This does not have to go lower. But if price spends so much time here, it is highly likely that we could take out this low here. But yeah, we have to see. I hope this was helpful and clear to you guys. And yeah, I would love if you would leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we will hear and see us in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.